Okay guys, welcome back to another video. So we're in a different environment here. We're not in my garage, but we are doing an install video for you guys today. We are installing a set of LED flush mounts in my rear bumper. Something that I've done on pretty much all the trucks that I've owned, and I gotta say it's one of the best mods you can do, especially if you do a lot of backing up at night, or with me I got tinted windows and tinted tail lights, so my rear backup lights, the stock ones, are almost useless. So doing this really it's literally night and day after you do this when it comes to backing up at night. So I'm going to take you through the process of installing him. I will probably just voice over the instructions in the video, and I'll just kind of shoot a time lapse of the whole thing rather than explaining it to you, just to make it a little faster for me right now. I'm kind of on a tight schedule. So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing today. And yeah, so we're heading over to the shop right now. Okay, so first thing you want to do is cut out a template that you're going to use to trace onto your rear bumper. I just used a piece of gasket maker. Works good. Just trace the light onto it, take some measurements, and then cut it out. After that, you're going to want to use a template and trace it onto your rear bumper. This is where you're going to use a grinder to cut it out. Make sure that they're evenly spaced. I used a tape measure to measure, make sure they're evenly spaced apart. After that, you're going to want to take a grinder. I used an angle grinder with a cutoff wheel. You can use a die grinder, whatever, a reciprocating saw possibly, anything you want to cut out the holes. You just want to go really slowly, take your time. Don't rush it, don't cut off too much material. You can always cut off more later, but you can't really add material, so just take your time, go slow, and yeah, you don't want to make sure the grinder doesn't skip and touch other parts of your bumper, because you don't want to be touching up later. So just take your time. Once you got both of the holes cut out, it'll look like this. Make sure there's also nothing behind where you're cutting out, no frame supports or anything. After the holes are kind of cut out, you're going to want to test fit the lights, make sure they fit nicely and snugly. Make sure that there's no gaps or anything like that. After the holes are cut and you test fit the lights, you're going to want to take a Sharpie and mark where you're going to drill your holes to bolt the lights in. After you mark the holes, take a center punch and punch out, or just make a little indent where you're going to drill, just so that the drill doesn't skip around. Then you're going to start drilling. I start with a smaller drill bit first, and then move up to a larger drill bit. Just makes it easier, and if you mess up, then it's not such a big deal. Take your time doing this. There's no rush, and yeah, make sure the drill doesn't jump around, because that'll make a mess and make it harder for you to mount the lights in. After your holes are drilled, line up the light, put it back in, and start bolting it up. I used some grade 8 hardware. You can use whatever you want. Use just hex head bolts. You can really use whatever you want. Just make sure, I just use these so they don't rust. And then bolt them in, tighten them up. I like to do one corner, another corner, and then do the reverse. That way it fits in there flushly and bolts up without, just bolts up nice and flush. Now, to wire up the lights, you have two wires coming from the light, a ground and a power. The ground wire is grounded to the frame right there and right there. And then the power wires, I join together, run each light power wire together and join them right there. And then from that point, you take the two power wires and you run them up, and I have them spliced into my trailer connector into the reverse wire. reverse light wire, backup lamp wire. So when you put your vehicle into reverse, the lights come on. On this truck, it's the red wire that is this Dodge 2500, and just splice them in there. That way when you put your truck into reverse, they come on, and that's the easiest way to do it. So this is a shot of them at night, and as you can see, they're extremely bright. They really do make a huge world of difference when backing up at night, especially with tint or with tinted taillights.